Welcome to Extra presented by VDG Sports. I am your host, Vince Douglas Gregory. No filter. Very censored. I know exactly where I would like to go. I definitely know where I want to go. I definitely know where I want to go. There's no mistakes here. There's definitely no mistakes. Not on this one. Not on this one. And see, I've been doing what the thinkers, not free thinkers. Don't worry, it's not one of those. Don't worry, it's not one of those. Forward thinkers. I've been doing what the forward thinkers have mentioned, told me, I've conversated with. You can go back and check and review some of the historical documents if you need to. Noobs, non-regulars, but regs. You know where I'm going with this. You understand, you know, but let me add something to this. Let me add a little bit more. See, the forward thinkers got me to doing exercising, working out, workouts and all that stuff on my own accord, basically not being tethered or being a member of a fitness center or something like that. It's just that I do regular everyday life and I do workouts on my own and what have you and stuff like that. Well, there comes a point in time where I just need a little bit of need a little bit of more motivation, need a little bit of the new. And after I've done something for a long period of time and tried just about any and everything to make this a little bit more better, any and everything to make this a little bit more interesting, cause I understand the end game. I appreciate the end game. I respect the end game. But even with all of that being said, that doesn't necessarily mean I enjoy the process. I enjoy all of the things that's going to get me to that level. All of the things that's going to get me to that place, that spot. In other words, I'm just like you, regular, everyday human being, because I'm a regular, everyday human being as well. Trust me, I jump with both legs in my pants at the same time while turning the back flip and breaking out in somersaults. I think that's what it's called, but I'm not sure because I just made that up. The word is the word. And if it's a real word, you can go ahead and clap twice or blink once. And I'll know that it's a real word. Real word. There we go. Voice isn't working. Words are not working for me. And with that, knowing that I'm going to have to do something over and over and over, going down every single different path, looking for the new, trying to get that new, and the new is giving me a little extra motivation to power through, to go and keep on with the keep on. Well, about that, when it comes to music, there's only so many options. There's only so many choices. And especially when I have sort of limit myself or put myself in a box. Don't worry, I can breathe. I can still breathe. It's a paper box, not a air sealed box or anything to that nation. Or notion. Not at all. Not at all. But the box is breathable. I can breathe through or in the box, but that doesn't necessarily change the results. that doesn't necessarily change the expectations. I have a playlist. I have music that I normally listen to, that I normally like, heart, and enjoy when I am doing what it do when it comes to working out, when it comes to exercising, when it comes to doing the things that make me feel better after and during, but not at the beginning. So I needed a little bit of more motivation to at least start. The middle stuff, not too worried about, because when the middle part comes, I got ways and I got things that I can do to push through when I'm in the middle. In the end, it's over with. Of course, I'm happy about the end. It's ending. It ended. It's over. Yay! It's over. It's time to party and do a lot of about that. So I have listened to just about any and every kind of genre. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I even tried just about all of them. And I will say this. I tried it recently, and I tried it again, but I just can't do slow rhythm and blues to work out. I'm sorry. I tried it on many different occasions. I tried it at different ages and points in my life. I keep trying to give it a chance, but I think I'm not giving this a chance anymore. When it comes to me needing motivation, me needing a pick me up, me needing just a little to get through, it ain't R&B for me. It's not rhythm and blues for me. That just make me want to go to sleep. That just make me want to do something else. That just make me want to go night, bye. See you when I see you. I'm up out of here. I'm about it. I'm gone. It doesn't give me the necessary energy. It doesn't give me the necessary motivation, because not everything that I listen to actually gives me the energy, but sometimes it gives me the motivation, or sometimes it just distracts me enough. And yes, I am now a part of that camp, even though I made fun of it and thought differently of it previous. But hey, personal growth. And I like to say that I am not the same as I was then and I am now. More information, more input, being more in tune with who I am, being more in tune with the world, and having more information, and just trying it a couple of times and seeing what works and seeing what doesn't work for me. And I can admit that I was completely wrong about listening to audio books, listening to podcasts, listening to the radio, and the radio as in talk radio and not music radio, listening to things or people or stuff that's either reading an article, reading a study, or telling some kind of story. I have found that even though it's not my first choice, it's definitely not my first choice, but it is an option. It is a choice that helps me start, and that helps me get to a certain point within my workout. And if I can get to that point, which this allows and helps me to get there, everything else is gravy. Everything else is just fine. I just need to get over that hill. I just need to get over that hump. I just need to get the start part right. And once I get the start part right, everything else is muscle memory. Everything else is just me understanding, me realizing what it is. And what is it? This is go time. This is time for me to do what I know I need to do. Why? Because I got many and multiple reasons. And if I need those reasons to help me through, I got them. If I need to burn on some negative energy, I got it. If I need to burn some negativity as fire, I got it. So there are other tools. There's other things that I can use and utilize when it comes to maintaining, or when it comes to going above and beyond, or when it comes to just actually getting through a little bit. But the getting started part was something that I recently found out, that I have more tools in the tool bag that I can use, because I went and I tried out audiobook. It works. Podcast. It works. People talking just to talk. It works. These things work getting started. And the first third or the first quarter of said workout, depending on what I'm doing, depending on where I'm at, depending on what I'm trying to get down or get done. But anything else is not good. It's not good for going above and beyond. Although I can utilize other methods to go above and beyond. I can utilize other methods to go above and beyond my workout. And yes, I do go above and beyond, because once I get in that zone, I am in that zone, and that zone is a nice place to be. And once I'm in that zone, I want to stay in that zone, but I can't stay in that zone forever, because at some point I'm going to need to rest and recharge so I can be in that zone again for X amount of time. So it's a give and take. It's a push and a pull. It's a up and a down. It's a balancing situation. And I have, yes, got this down to a science. I got this down to a science. For me, I can repeat these things. I know what I need to do to repeat. I know when something's off. I know a lot when it comes to that. And it didn't happen overnight. It did not happen in a couple of years. This happened being super, not duper, but just super aware of me, of who I am, and what I need to go all out, what I need to burn a little bit hotter, what I need to fuel the fire. And I know what fuels it. And this is why I've mentioned on several different occasions, and you can go back and check basically just about any historical document that's dealing with workout in a sense. But it's something that I figured out over a long period of time. And it was some good occasions. It was some bad occasions, but I was aware of how everything worked. And I was aware of what I was trying to accomplish and what I was trying to do, and how it affected me, and how it affected my body, and how it affected my mood and everything else. And I guess I can owe this to all of the peeps that started collecting data on me, because once that happened, I started collecting the data on myself as well. And now I have all these points that I can utilize and say, okay, at this point in time, this was going on. And I'm not going to be specific here because, yeah, it's not happening. It ain't happening. This was going on, but yet I was able to still max out and during my workouts. And I was maxing out listening to this during this time of day. And also I ate this the previous day, or I had this amount of sleep. I can use basically just about any and every specific detail of me and my life, dating back to the time where I actually started collecting all of this meaningful data that I have utilized on several different occasions to do what I need to do to do what I need to do. Audiobooks, yeah, they work. Podcasts, yeah, they work. And all the talky stuff, it works. But there ain't nothing. There ain't nothing like some music. It ain't nothing like some hardcore music, some beats, some drums, or some guitar that's just stringing along, and you just popping it to whatever it is, a beat, a sound, a noise, the aggressiveness or the non-aggression, if you a pacifist or enjoy that type as well. There are many different factors that can help you. There are many different factors that can help you go above and beyond just doing something to get through, to get by, or just doing something to do something. There's a lot that's ready and available. It's just that being aware and understanding how you operate, how you work, and what ultimately works for you and help you get through. I understand now, obviously, there are different things that I can add within my workouts, or within me doing what it do in the fitness scene. However, bird-like voice. However, I definitely do know when it comes to above and beyond, when it comes to trying to get into the zone quicker, when it comes to actually building and not just treading, or just not just being mediocre at best, I need a certain kind of fire. And I know where to get it from. And this definitely might surprise some of you, but it won't surprise all of you. Mumble would definitely get me there. Mumble rap would definitely get me there, and it just helps me when it comes to going above and beyond, and it helps for me for all kinds of different reasons. I don't need the words. I don't need to understand what's happening and the taking place of what's going on. I don't even need to know. I don't even need anything to make any sense at all. I just need to know that, am I keeping a rhythm? Am I keeping beat? Am I gasping for air? Do I need to inhale? Do I need to exhale? Or do I need to just make sounds because I can't properly breathe? And the mumble, it just helps with that. Because I don't have to say no words. I can just make the noises. I can just grunt. I can just I can just do all sorts of stuff and just mimic. Mumble. And it'll help me out, and it'll help me go above and beyond. And this is not me making light of it, because it's useful for me in that sense. And it's also useful for me when I'm in my G ride. And it's also useful for me on different occasions, which I might bring up later, but not later here. Later, like somewhere down the line of multiple days, months, possibly years. Who knows? So it's definitely useful. It has its purpose. I've always said that I can respect it. I'm not judging, because it's still a no judge zone. Still a no judge zone. Thank you for listening. Be sure to check out extra.vdgsports.com. This episode is not being sponsored by VinceDouglasGregory.com. VinceDouglasGregory.com is where you can keep up with me, my whereabouts, my well-being, all things in between, and all things Vince. There's a YouTube as well. VDG Sports. Like, subscribe, share. Basically, do whatever it is you do there. Comment if you may, comment if you must. Do it. Maybe. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. You know what time it is. It's the out. It's the out. I'm gone. Peace out.